Hello, my name is Miriam. I am a medium to people, pets, and the paranormal. So my job is to bring you the intuition that you are looking for, the guidance to support you through love, life, career, day to day. Your job is to find your own daily practice that will teach you how to find your own intuition, so that one day you don't need myself or anyone else, because you have found your own power inside you to intuitively bring you the answers that you need. Let's start with our specific question. Today the question is, what is blocking me? Okay, card one, what is blocking you? Card one, emotions are blocking you. You are getting so caught up in your emotional experiences, where you've been, what people have said, family, how family reacts to you, what family thinks of you. You have been so connected and responsive to what those people have been saying and doing, and even to things that have happened in your ancestry or in your past, farther back. You have allowed those experiences to affect and dictate what you do and how you do it and what you believe and how you believe in you. It's really important that you, whether you find it, you got to go back to therapy, but definitely finding meditation. You have got to disconnect and release energetically to those that are family. And I don't mean stop talking to them. I don't mean anything like that. I mean, you have to stop caring about what they think of you, what they say about you, because it's blocking you. It's affecting you deeper than you realize. Their opinions of you are affecting you deeper than you realize. It's causing you sometimes to just freeze up and not do anything. And you have a lot of hopes and dreams and a lot of things that you want to accomplish in your life, but you've allowed this emotional past to dictate where you go, or really where you don't go. So when it comes to what's blocking you, you're really allowing these people to dictate your future. And you might say, no, I've made amends, I've been to therapy or what have you, but energetically they're still stuck to you, and it's affecting you. And I feel like you know that. I don't feel like this is a stretch for you to understand. You need to break free of these chains that have been wrapped around you. And I want to say it's all in your head, but hear me out. Not meaning it's not real, not meaning it didn't happen, meaning you have kept these experiences in your head and you're keeping them alive in your head, right? Because they're not what's taking place in present time. The words still may come out, or the jabs or the things they say that affect you is still maybe coming out in real time. But these bigger incidences have come and gone, but you're holding on to them. It's time for you to find a way out of this, because it's blocking you. Every time you have something that you want to pursue, or an opportunity, you find a way to block it out of fear of how others will respond and how family will respond. It's time for you to disconnect from that and make your own choices, deal with the pros and cons of it. Don't worry about anyone else. Card two, what's blocking you is logic. You have decided everything has to look this way, everything has to be this way, and we're not going to veer off that path. We're not going to be open to anything different. We're definitely not going to utilize our intuition, which means I'll be surprised if you're actually watching this right now. But you're more logical than you realize, and you will come up with logical excuses and reasons for why things can't be, or why things won't happen or shouldn't happen, or why you shouldn't move forward, or why you shouldn't pursue something. You are like getting in your own way, and you are blocking yourself because the fear of success or the thought of succeeding, you are not prepared for that yet. You are not used to being successful in a way that feels good to you. You're used to the struggle. You're used to the fight. You're used to attacking things head on logically and not seeing any other way out. And even if it's not working, just powering through. And it's blocking you because you're not seeing other opportunities, meaning you're not seeing other ways out. You're not seeing other avenues. You're not seeing options that are sitting there going, hey, you haven't tried this, because that option over there seems way too out there. It too doesn't make sense to you. And then on top of that, you feel like if you make choices that aren't purely based on logic, you'll have pushback from family, you'll have pushback from others. You are stuck in your ways, and then you are getting, that is blocking you from moving forward. Being stuck in your ways is what's ultimately going to make or break if you move forward in your life. If you don't feel like you are stuck in your ways, then I'd recommend that you find a meditation practice so that you can start to see intuitively how you are doing that. There's so many other opportunities that are out there for you, but they're very distant because you aren't, like, your vision is like this and your vision needs to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like your vision's here and you have an opportunity right here. But because you're doing this, you can't see what that is. You have to expand your vision so that you can see there's so much more out there for you. Get out of your own way, in other words. Card 3, what's blocking you is if you don't feel like what it is you're going after or what it is that you want isn't the best of the best of the best, then you won't bother. And when you go after, it's like you go after something that's here and you're not ready for this, you're ready for this, but you don't want this. So you jump over where you should go and you land here. And here you're not ready for. And so you're just sitting there working and struggling to get to this goal that you've set that is almost unachievable. It's almost as if you set goals that you know you can't achieve because you would much rather succeed than fail. This is blocking you. You work better when things aren't working out. You work better when there's struggle, when there's failure. You feel more comfortable in those situations. You feel like you can, whether it's someone that you come in, whether you're that person that like comes in and cleans up and helps and saves the day, or you are just more comfortable feeling struggle, that blocks you because you keep going back to what feels comfortable for you, what feels normal for you, and that's that dark struggle. Stop putting yourself in positions to achieve goals that are unachievable. Take baby steps to get to where you want to go. Set goals that are achievable. You have to get comfortable knowing what it feels like to succeed. You have to start enjoying success rather than enjoying failure and then cleaning it up. You have to realize that part of your personality is really ingrained in you, and to move that away, change that, get rid of that, it's going to take some work, but you have to find it because it's blocking you, and you tend to, put yourself again in these really high up positions, or meaning like achieving something that's too much, too fast, and then going, well, I told you it wouldn't have worked. Instead of going, well, had you just, baby stepped it, you probably would have got there. You're really smart. You're really determined. You've got a lot of great energy behind everything you do, but it's like you refuse to use it. Instead, you just jump to something will cause failure because that's what's comfortable. That's your default.